and welcome to A Book in 5 Minutes. My name is Lindsay Milner and I'm a training and development consultant, and I work with people who want to have an awesome working life. And while I've been sort of engaged in this work and working with organisations as well as individuals, I have read many books on personal development, books on business development, books on effective management and on thinking. And I thought it might be interesting to share some of what I've learned from reading those books with you. This week's book is You Are a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. And the author is Jen, I don't know how she pronounces her last name, Sincero. She mentions that she has an Italian family, so I'm going to go with Sincero. So that's You Are a Badass. This book is in 5 parts, and I'm just going to need to check notes to tell you what those 5 parts are. The first one is how you got this way. The second is how to embrace your inner badass. So that's really about how to embrace your greatness. The third is how to tap into your greatness, or the mother load as she calls it. How to get over your BS. And that's one of my little pet hates actually, is if people are going to use swear words, just use the swear word, you know. So how to get over your bullshit. And the last chapter is how to kick ass. So just to dig a little bit deeper into those sections, how you got this way. She talks about our lives and how we develop the sort of thinking that leads us not into doing great things, but to living a sort of humdrum, mediocre life. And I must admit, while I was reading this section, I was quite bored with it. Obviously, it's not very inspiring, and I know it's usually important to set out what the problem is, to sort of engage your brain and say, oh, yes, this is me, this is my problem, please help, tell me how to sort it out. But I just felt that went on too long. I was sort of thinking, yeah, all right, already, I know where I can do better. Can we move on to the good stuff, please? The second section and the third section were kind of, I'm not sure what the difference was between those. They are more about, you know, how you can do better. And obviously that is a lot more helpful. The fourth section, how to get over your bullshit, probably for me was the best section of the book, because that is telling you what your problems are and how you can actively work on dealing with them. I mean, there's one on procrastination, how to, you know, to stop procrastinating. There's one on how to overcome fear. And there's another on overwhelm. If you feel overwhelmed by everything, what do you do? How do you get out of overwhelm? So that potentially is the most useful section. And the last one, again, it kind of ends on an inspiring, you know, look, just get out there and kick some ass in the world. Overall, I felt really ambivalent about the book. The reason I wanted to read it is because I actually saw a Facebook thread where somebody had said books that inspired them, and one person had said, oh yeah, she's brilliant, this is really good, and somebody else said, I couldn't take to it, I didn't like it. The things for me that didn't work, first of all, she starts the book off with a quote from, I think, the Bible or some religious person from way back. And then she also mentions early on about her belief in religion. And to me, that's always like, oh no, are you going to be all about the religion? Fortunately, she's not. And, well, fortunately for me anyway, I mean, obviously, if you like that kind of thing, that's fine. Just I don't. But if she then kind of claws that back a little bit and says that, you know, even if you don't believe in God, as in a Christian God or a Muslim God or a Jewish God, or, you know, the sort of the God that's accepted in the world, even if you don't believe in that God, believe in some kind of higher spiritual, the universe, the energy source. And she does use this thread quite a lot throughout the book. And again, for me, that doesn't quite work. I kind of get it, but it doesn't really inspire me. That's not the thing that really makes me think, yes, I must tap into the higher energy. She also uses a lot of sort of manifesting thing, you know, tied into this theme. You can manifest what you want in your life, you know, just believe and you'll manifest it. And again, that's just not practical enough for me. I need a bit more. Tell me what to do. Tell me how to be, you know, strategic about these things. Give me some practical things I can do. So, although I see where she's coming from with it, and I don't not believe in that as a theory, for me that was a bit of quite a strong thread through the book that didn't really 100% work for me. All that being said, there are some serious practical things in there as well, but I don't think she goes into quite enough detail on those. I don't think there's enough in the way of, you know, this is what to do and this is how to do it. It was, you know, this is what you need to do. But although most of her parts were headed how to, I don't think this book really is a how-to. I think it's more of a, you know, a set of rules that, you know, you could live by and you can embrace and you can take on board. But it didn't really feel like a practical guide. Regular viewers will know that I really, really love the 12-week year. And that is such a practical book that, you know, that's why I like it, because, you know, it gives me practical steps that I can follow that will get me the results that I want. Whereas this is more of a, you know, you're a badass, you could be great, get out in the world and tap into the spiritual energy. It is quite uplifting, especially towards the end. As I say, the first section was a bit too much of a downer, but it's uplifting towards the end, and it's a reasonably entertaining read. So I wouldn't dismiss it out of hand, but if you're looking for something to actually be practical and move you forwards in what you want to achieve in your life, this probably isn't the one. It might be a good support to get you in the right mood of like, yes, I can be great. Let's get out there and be great. But if you want actual practical steps, then this isn't the one for you. So that's my take on it. I actually, like another book that I reviewed, I actually found it a little bit better when I took a break from it and then came back and finished it. As a book to sit and read through from beginning to end, it was just a bit much for me. I have waffled on for far too long about this book, and I'm really sorry for that. I will end it there. Let me know what you think of it. I'd be really interested to hear other people's views. And until next time, bye.